My today's video is dedicated to today's girl child, and this is what I'm telling you. There's more to life than just slaying. And if you're gonna slay, slay at your pace. Welcome to my channel. My name is Winnie Kabinti. If you're new here, Voice It is a platform for us millennials to empower each other economically, socially, and politically. We also advocate for social change. So last month, I penned this article that was published on the Kenya Forum Online, and it ran by the title, My Open Letter to the Girl Child in Nairobi, #Run at Your Pace. So following the KOBI KIHARA escapades last week, I felt compelled to do an adaptation of that letter in a video format so that it reaches more people. So in case you aren't aware of this KOBI KIHARA stuff, a local celebrity made headlines last week when it emerged that she was faking her lifestyle for Instagram. So here's my letter. Let me read it. Dear girl child, this one is specifically dedicated to the younger girls, those who are just stepping into their 20s and are taking that much anticipated step into young adulthood. There's so much pressure today's society has placed on women. Sadly, this pressure is coming from even unlikely sources, from fellow women. There's the pressure to slay and live the Instagram life, and young girls are getting caught up in this culture. Now, while every human being desires to have the best, and it's okay, one thing I want you guys to understand is there's a time and a season for everything. Most of you girls at this age are just getting into campus, colleges, and you need to understand that you cannot compete with most of the over 25, 30-year-olds who are already in the job market. And as such, you do not have to succumb to the pressure to live their lifestyles. Run at your pace. And I repeat, run at your pace. Forget about Insta role models. Yes, forget about Insta role models. Those are not role models. While it's okay to draw inspiration from the over 25, 20-year-olds, you need to be smart and open-minded because not everyone in this age bracket qualifies to be a role model. Just because they travel to good places, just because they wear nice clothes, their sense of fashion is high, they slay all day, all week, all month, does not qualify them to be role models. A role model is someone that inspires you to be a better version of yourself. It's a person who has carved a niche for themselves in their career and any other area of their lives that is of interest to you. So don't just succumb to the pressure of having Insta role models based on the amount of nice clothes and nice places these women visit. There's more to life than just that. The important thing perhaps before you even venture on picking a role model is knowing who you are. You need to identify, who am I? What are my goals? What are my priorities in life? That's the key thing. This is crucial because if you do not know yourself, what you want to be, your dreams, your aspirations, your talents, you lose direction and you lack a stand even on your own personal choices. At your age and at this stage of your life, the decisions you make now will dictate how your late 20s and 30s will be. Actually, how the rest of your life is gonna be. It's okay if you do not have all this cool stuff now. Do not feel the pressure because it's not your time yet. You're still a work in progress. Run at your pace, girl. Run at your pace. Your time will come. Sponsors are not cool. That's a sub-headline. So do not let your self-esteem be influenced by the clothes you wear or the cool places you would wish to visit. You can still look good and fashionable without shopping in Woolworths, Vivo, or Mr. Price. I mean, not in bad faith. You can still eat at Sanford and not KFC, and you're still cool because you are running at your pace and you are comfortable and proud of it because you own it. You own it. You own your life. Succumbing to this Insta social media pressure to fit in, slay, and live it is what will lead you to falling for a sponsor to finance your lifestyle, which is not an end thing, by the way, because I know in today's society it's been normalized, like, the sponsee kind of a clandestine affairs, that they are okay, that they are normal, like there's that stage in your life where you need such. No, it's not okay. It's immoral. It's wrong. So, moving on, dear girl child, focus on empowering yourself. Sponsors will steal your youth and erode you the zeal to be self-reliant. There's another subheadline here. There's nothing as cool as hustling your way to the top. Yeah, there's nothing as cool as hustling your way to the top. You know what's cool? Being a woman of virtue and hustling your way to the top, there is no greater power than that of an educated woman, empowered woman. Because this kind of a woman does not need validation. She believes in herself and she defines her life. This power draws the attention and the respect of the right people. So while you take on Instagram to drool over women who are living it, hashtag KOBI KIHARA challenge, please focus on the activities and not the current life. But that's the secret, because if someone is real, if someone is a success story, trust me, there's an incredible story behind that. Not everyone was born with a silver spoon in their mouth. And so, if you look at most guys' activities, you will see where they started. And that's an encouragement. Like, she started here. So while you take on Instagram to drool over women who are living it, please focus on their activities, not their current life. If they are celebrities, go to Google, read more about their success stories. That is where you will draw inspiration. Forget about this overnight Insta slayers. They are a hoax. Yeah, they are a hoax. Rome was not built in a day. So before you feel the pressure to live the life or show affluence, please ask yourself, this woman who is giving me this pressure, who exactly is she? What does she do? Where has she come from? And what has she accomplished so far? If she's real and legit, you will have a whole book and you will be inspired. But if there isn't much to write home about, dear girl child, then she's not qualified to be a benchmark for success or the gauge in which you validate yourself. Yeah? Let that hit. Do I repeat that? If she is real and legit, you will have a whole book and you will be inspired. But if there isn't much to write home about, dear girl child, she is not qualified to be a benchmark for success or the gauge that you use to validate yourself. Run at your pace. And to the older woman, in a society that is falling short of mentors to these young adults, you owe it to the society to change the narrative. To the few good apples out there, it's about time you shaped this conversation by portraying what the real slaying and living it is all about, and the virtues on which they are pegged on: hard work and patience, which is something millennials do not have. Patience. Run at your pace, girl. So there you have it, guys. If you have an incredible story of success, your journey, where you started and where you are at now, please join this conversation by encouraging another young person out there with your story. Please post it on the comment section And let's change this narrative. Let's encourage our young people to not to succumb to the Insta slay life. Thank you so much once again for watching. Thank you for being part of this. Please, if you're new here, subscribe by clicking the subscribe button that is just on the left side. And